Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece chapter number 1014. Now we start with Luffy just falling off and he just hits the water and he's actually sinking, man. I mean, yeah, at this point like it's either the Sea Kings coming out of nowhere and saving him, or some random fishman, maybe Jinbei's crewmates, maybe someone else, who knows, or maybe Zunisha comes out of nowhere, like people are expecting Zunisha, and it scoops up Luffy. But who knows, man? At this point we just have to wait and watch, right? But on the other hand, Kaido, he's like, well, I'm gonna go, take on Momo, and Bao Huang, you announced the defeat of Luffy to everyone, right? But right before that, he also mentions to Luffy that, well, so you couldn't be Joy Boy either. So, damn, well, did we actually see Kaido mention before this, like, about Joy Boy or anything? Like, I don't remember actually. Maybe he did, maybe not, but well, that's good to see that Kaido knows something about Joy Boy. But of course, now we also see, Bao Huang mention Luffy's defeat to everyone, and we get to see Yamato. She's fighting and she's going away. She's like trying to reach Kaido, I think, and we get to see all the other Straw Hats react. Jinbei's fighting Who's Who, Frankie's fighting Sasaki. They're like, nah, Luffy cannot be defeated. But you see, we get to see Chopper the most in this chapter, right? And Chopper is actually like body slamming the shit out of Queen, right? And well, one thing, right? One thing before we get further, one thing is that, I mean, I gotta admit that maybe I underestimated Chopper's monster point a bit. Like, Chopper, yeah, he's fine, but monster point, I didn't think it would be this strong. Though before we get too ahead of ourselves, we gotta also mention that Chopper himself is saying that even after doing all of these like body slams and whatever, Chopper is just exhausted, he's just panting, and he also mentions that none of his attacks are actually doing anything to Queen. So it's not like it's actually hurting him. He's just because he's big and strong, he's just hurling Queen left and right, but it's not actually damaging him. And even Perospero is just unloading arrows at everyone, including Chopper. We see like a shit ton of arrows sticking out of Chopper's back, and I'm pretty sure after this monster point is gone, he'll have to deal with shit ton of pain and shit, because we get a small flashback that Chopper's monster point, it used to be just 3 minutes, and we get a small flashback that with the help of Caesar Clown, he actually increased 3 minutes to 30 minutes. But the thing is, it'll have even more of an adverse effect. The side effects would be terrifying, I guess, whatever. But well, on the other hand, I think the most important part of this chapter is Momo actually, he's reading Odin's journal, and he says to Shinobu that it's important that he doesn't die. And Shinobu, she's like, yeah, of course you shouldn't die, but I think this is something more important. He's not just the leader of Wano, right? I'm pretty sure there's something else, because as soon as Kinemon and Kiku comes to save Momo is actually he's having these severe headaches and stuff, he's panting and shit, and he's like, well, Kinemon, you have to tell everyone. And as soon as he says that, of course the dialogue cuts off with Kanjuro coming in, and of course his bullshit, and he he severely injures Kiku, and then Kinemon comes in and he severely injures Kanjuro. Now I don't know if they're dead, if they're just injured. I don't know, man. I don't know. But pretty sure that this part of the chapter is really important, and I don't know, man. At this point, the most that makes sense is probably the theory about maybe Momonosuke could be an ancient weapon, and it's just activating right now, and maybe that's why he's important to stay alive and stuff, and maybe I don't know, but all of these things, like, they're connecting in some way, so I'm pretty sure that part is really really important. But of course, as soon as this happens, Kaido comes in and he just Mobu, like Mobu from Kingdom, he just comes in and he just smashes Kinemon, and of course Shinobu and Momo run away in time. Now we'll get to see that in next chapter what happened to those two, but right now Kaido just clubbed Kinemon to shit, and it actually looks like one of the scenes from Kingdom when Mobu does his shit, but again, at least for now, I'll just say Kinemon is just severely injured. I don't know. But of course, that's it for today's chapter, and that's it for the video, man. And no break next week. That's of course phenomenal as usual, and well, man. Well, that's it for the video. Comment down what do you think about the chapter. This chapter was awesome, right? This was just beautiful. And oh yeah, I forgot one other thing. We finally are really close to Wano. Yes, yeah, Onigashima. Finally, we get to see it's pretty close to Wano. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be beautiful. But anyways, comment down what do you think is gonna happen next. What do you think about this chapter? Well, everything. Comment down, and if you think the video is good, like, share, subscribe. Check out our podcast, the Anime Unhinged podcast, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Check out our Discord. We could have fun discussions. Check out my Patreon if you want to support me even more. But anyways, man, as always, until next time, peace.